What's up, guys? It's Lugo back with Flex Appeal episode 58. It was the push B of what week are we on? Week 10. Start off with some Duffalo bench. Dude, I felt great today. Like I felt really good, energized when I woke up from my nap before the gym, and then like just great when I walked in. I don't know if it's because of like the meal that I ate and then the pre-workout that I have, which I changed. Let me see if I can get it in the frame. I these Bobo's PB and J's, pretty good. Not the best thing ever. I think that I'll probably grow to like them more. But I had two of those plus Chobani Greek yogurt, which I don't know what I expected when I had it because it was like a sour, but I was like, it's just a Greek yogurt shake. But it was pretty good. I felt very good, form locked in. Feels like my leg drive is very nice on these right now. But overall, like I felt an insane pump after doing bench. I showed you a little bit of my warm ups. With bench more than like squat, I'll take like all the same reps up to my top sets, which I think I probably should do for my squat, because sometimes I kind of just start doing less reps after a plate. But I feel like it'd probably be better. I took the hundreds today, kind of jumped the gun. I probably should have waited another week and then took the 95s this week. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get hype. I wish I could show you the whole footage of like me being extremely autistic, like just fucking grunting and shit, but I can't because you can't hear it. The music in the gym is too loud and you'd probably get your ears blown out. So I definitely can't do that. I want to get a mic. I have a mic in mind that I want to get, but it's like $90. It's cheaper than like a Rode mic, and I'm hoping that if I get it, I can like start to record audio in the gym and then the music is not too loud. I don't really care about DMCA. It's just like I don't know if it would muffle the music enough. I would hope that it would, and I'm gonna get it at some point because I feel like a long form video would go pretty hard. Because honestly, I kind of talk to myself a lot in the gym. Uh, because sometimes I'm just like yapping. Like before my sets, I'll like talk to myself. Should I do this weight? How I'm feeling? It feels like shit, stuff like that. I don't really have like the dialogue, the full dialogue. It's kind of just stuff that I say to myself. Um, I don't think I would really go on rants in the gym. I'm kind of just there to work. I added these back in. I did the unilateral pec deck with the pad. Didn't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. It just doesn't feel good. It kind of just shits on my bicep. But I added these back in, and I was like watching some old footage where I did these in like the pin was too high, the thing, so it was like my arm was like up here. So I just lowered it by two, and it felt really good. I really like adding those that I added those back in and I adjusted it. It felt really nice. I definitely like those. And at that point I had a fucking insane chest pump. Um and then I decided to go up by 10 pounds on the high incline this week, which maybe was not my brightest idea because these were hard. These are very hard. I might have to start pulling back on like shoulder work like this because I feel like with this one in specific on the incline, like I think I'm going too hard. Um, and at this point in the workout, I'm what like four exercises deep. I've done all my chest work, and then this is still obviously like incline, so it is gonna work your like upper chest. But I feel like maybe I'm going too hard. I don't know. Um, Jam press. I adjusted this a little bit because I was like going to like my collarbone, and I was like, dude, it kind of feels bad. It feels like I'm cranking my elbow too much. So I was like above where I would normally bench a little bit, like above my nipple line, maybe like a little bit under my collarbone area where my chest is. And it felt good. It I kind of was thinking, is this too close to a bench? But then I was like, nah, because I'm like really making sure my elbow is tracking forward, and I think this might actually be like a perfect jam press where for me it's not stressing my elbows too much, like it's not cranking it back a lot, and it's not like closer to a close. It's like maybe like closer to a close grip, but like, it's like very clearly my elbows are hanging in front of like the bar, tracking where they need to be. So I do like this. I'm probably gonna keep doing it this way instead of like a little bit more of an over exaggerated one where I'm going to like a under my clavicle to my clavicle. I think around the chest area, around the nipple to like clavicle area is better. Somewhere in the middle, for me personally. So I really like that. I'm slowly adding back in bilateral stuff for these, mostly because I like doing unilateral stuff, but it's dude, it takes a lot of time, you know, and I do a lot of unilateral stuff, so I'm like adding some back in, and I feel like this machine specifically, like I don't need to do this one unilaterally because it feels good. The one that I need to do is the Body Master one because it feels like shit when I do it bilaterally. So I'm doing this one, or yeah, I'm doing this one bilateral, and the other one's unilateral. And then I changed my rear delt exercise on this day because I was like, you know, I shouldn't do two of the same exercise so that way I can progress them. Because if I do the same like on each day, it gets kind of hard to progress because I'm either having to match the same rep rate or trying to go up. And specifically for like adductors, I'm just gonna match the same exercise within the week. So like if I get 280 for 8 7 6 the descending reps on one day, I'm just gonna do the same for the second day, and then next week I'll go up on a rep. But for like stuff that I can control, like I don't want to do the same thing. So like rear delt exercise, I changed it. I'm also changing my first tricep exercise on push A for next week from incline Smith JM to French press, easy French press, just because I feel like the incline is maybe tracking a little bit too close to my JM and it doesn't feel as good, especially after doing like an incline. So I also I don't know about the research with like long head and stuff about easy French press, but if it is, it's like okay, I get more long head, and if it's not, it's just medial and lateral head, which will end up replacing what incline Smith JM does anyway. So it ends up being good either way. So I'm gonna add it back in and see how healthy my elbows can stay doing that because I feel like sometimes I just like Mongo load weight on that exercise and it ends up being bad for my elbows. But I'm gonna keep it in check for sure. Maybe a little bit higher reps to really track my form, but uh, that's pretty much it for today. A little bit more of a like training centric yap about my gym sessions recently to like break down stuff that I'm doing and why I'm making changes. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for legs B and pause squats. Thanks for watching.